Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And in first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what we talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to run.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tar Heels pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they hand it off to the back.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Pass not complete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. It's a fake field goal. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Off the fake, the holder with a completion. And the defense brings him down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Fighting him off. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And tackled after a small pickup there.
He's tackled at 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create...
Touchdown, Tar Heels. Strong game by this quarterback. Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
North Carolina, 7. LSU, 0.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Shaw.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, North Carolina. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Fighting off the defender. That's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period.
North Carolina 14, LSU 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Testing the right side here. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Because I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Who makes the grab? That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
On the toss play, runner moving left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the North Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Snags the quick throw. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Breaks into the... Got a lane. Can he get in? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
LSU 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going. No huddle here for the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. With the catch, it's long. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Pitch to the back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Catch made on the left side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, looking to throw it. And they get the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be a 46-yard attempt. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this deep to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's long. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Still plenty of life left.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. And they'll stop him after a short game.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And very good defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. Touchdown, UNC. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score North Carolina 31, LSU 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a quarterback keeper. Football comes out. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Shaw. Fighting off the tackler. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 31.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. LSU has moved into the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the comeback continues. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Now they get set to kick it away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And the Tar Heels will line up to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Gets into space at the 50. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. 2nd down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
38, LSU, 24.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's long. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly. Tackle, but first down. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Touchdown, Tigers. A strong fight back.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back now goes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Shaw.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Linebacker shifting around now. Here's the option play. Oh, the ball comes loose. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down?
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Toss it to the back, running left. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Number 12 in the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
LSU 32.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw. So, second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with the 11 seconds remaining. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Shaw. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial